Coming up on News Live at 6, big changes coming to stores across campus. What a big retail brand will be bringing to SU.
Plus, controversy surrounding one SU faculty member's comments on the election and its effects on the war in Gaza.
Shocking video tonight of the moment a car and truck collided into each other here last night, right here in front of this home, just nearly missing it. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
New details are emerging on the Shine Student Center transformation. Welcome to News Live at 6. I'm Dillon Brendle.
And I'm Cora Mayer-Costa. The redesign of the campus store to Barnes & Noble College's branding is underway. Our Matt Lesnick joins us in studio tonight with the newest additions coming to Shine. Matt, what are they?
Good evening, Dillon and Cora. Well, it's not going to just be to the Shine Center. It's going to be all across campus. The Slocum Art Store, as well as merchandise shops in the JMA Wireless Dome, and the campus store website will also be taken over by Barnes & Noble College. Game day pop-up shops, also operated by Barnes & Noble College, will also be put up. However, it's what's sold in these shops that's such a big deal. Along with general student supplies, which they're looking to make more affordable for students, Barnes & Noble College Director of Institutional Marketing, Steve Chadwick, says they're going to be bringing their strategic partnership with a major merchandising company to stores in SU's campus.
You know, we have a strategic partnership with Fanatics and Lids to provide the emblematic. So by nature, that gives the campus community access to a much larger assortment of emblematic merchandise than they previously had access to.
Their deal with Fanatics and Lids makes many extended brand partnerships possible. Fanatics has partnerships with brands such as Champion, 47 brand, Vineyard Vines, SU's existing sideline partner Nike, as well as many others. New exclusive collaborations will also be introduced with Mitchell & Ness in tandem with SU basketball legend Carmelo Anthony and Ebbets Field Flannel. Chadwick also says their design and construction team could look into making design changes to the stores. That's all I have right now, but Dillon and Cora, I'll send it back to you.
Matt, thank you. In more changes coming to campus, the Maxwell School sent an email out to its students today announcing the adoption of the Public Health Department. This change comes as the Falk College of Sport and Human Dynamics, where the Public Health Department currently resides, worked to reshape its programs. In their email, the Maxwell Dean's Office explained that this addition to the school presents opportunities for developing research and teaching in, quote, one of the most critical areas of policy. The integration of the program will be effective in July 2025. And university's employees' comments on social media is sparking controversy. SU Director of Fraternity and Sorority Affairs Tiffany Dennett commented on an Instagram post last week about election results. The post was from a pro-Palestinian account and was a message to Democrats regarding how they, quote, lost votes in protest of genocide. Dennett commented, quote, get ready to be able to park in Gaza. Gaza parking lot coming soon, courtesy of accounts like this one and single-issue voters. We reached out to the university, but they have not responded.
DPS is partnering with Syracuse Police in hopes of decreasing car theft on the Hill. This Friday, officers from both departments will be handing out free steering wheel locks in front of Hookway Fields near South Campus from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. DPS says this proactive measure is an attempt to reduce vehicle theft and break-ins, which has been a rising issue for students on campus.
Happening now on campus, the SU Pride Union is hosting a paint night at the Community Folk Art Center. The Pride Union invites students to a night of community building and artistry, complete with free paint and canvases. The event is open to the public now until 7:30 on the 800 block of East Genesee.
Well, Dillon, I know you prefer yapping to painting, so I'm sure I'll see you tonight at the Hall of Languages for hot takes and hot cocoa. The event includes speed dating peers on current issues in religion, science, and politics. It is taking place at the top of the hour until 8:30 p.m. in room 500. The event is being sponsored by Maxwell and Arts and Sciences Scholars in partnership with Coursework. Refreshments, of course, will be provided with no charge.
Yeah, and Cora, I'm thinking it's about hot cocoa weather outside now because it got
really
way colder
is.
today.
Yes, I mean, my breath was freezing on the way here. I mean, whose breath we might see a little bit cold is our Spencer Congel, who is live outside. Spencer?
Dillon and Cora, it's quite chilly out here. I can see my breath. I woke up this morning and I saw some ice on the ground, so that's how you know we're getting into those winter temperatures. Right now it's about 40 degrees outside, quite a chilly evening, but luckily there's no clouds. I can see the stars in the evening sky tonight, which is pretty nice. Things will be getting a little bit chillier as we move into the evening. We're going to see a low of 28 degrees, so snow would be possible. We're not expecting any precipitation tonight, so not quite yet, but it is cold. That's, if there's anything that I know from being out here for a little while, that's what I can tell you. I'll have some more later on when we can expect some snow in November, but until then, Dillon and Cora back inside to the warm studio.
Yes, Spencer, we thank you for staying out there in the cold. The driver of an SUV that crashed into a truck last night, causing part of Grant Boulevard on Syracuse's north side to close for hours, is still on the run tonight. Our Max Williams has the full details and the terrifying video.
A scary situation caught on camera of the moment an SUV fleeing from police slams into this truck on the north side of Syracuse last night.
I heard like a loud boom, and that's not normal because usually like nothing goes on outside the street.
Jasmine Hollemind was just coming home from work when the SUV and truck nearly missed the home across the street from her. She immediately ran over to help.
I did run in the house to grab a hammer so they can like get them out through the window area.
I'm standing right in the spot where that car and truck collided into each other. There is debris everywhere, and right here behind me, the grass of this home is completely destroyed. And just to give you a picture of how close that car and truck were to hitting this home, well, it's just a few inches away. The Onondaga County Sheriff's Office said this all started when an Onondaga deputy spotted a vehicle driving recklessly on Grant Boulevard. Deputies attempted to conduct a traffic stop. The male driver ignored the deputy and accelerated away. Shortly after, that's when the SUV crashed, and then the driver ran away.
Like little car accidents happen, but this is like something major. Like this could have went through somebody's house.
3 people were injured in the crash, but are expected to be okay as police continue to investigate tonight. In Syracuse, Max Williams, Citrus TV News.
Thanks, Max. We do have a couple of updates on the crash now. Onondaga County Sheriff's Office has told Citrus TV the suspect has not yet been found, but the passenger of the box truck has been released from the hospital. They also said the 2 people injured in the accident are still in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
The Cicero Town Supervisor, Michael Aragano, is being called on to resign by the town's council members. The supervisor is facing backlash after his former secretary has come forward with allegations of harassment and workplace misconduct. While Aragano has denied the claims, all 4 town council members say the allegations are to be credible. Despite this, Aragano says he will still be running for re-election next year.
The State Department of Agriculture is attempting to shut down a local grocery store for what they say are severely unsanitary conditions. The Kuwaitu African store on the 2000 block of Grant Boulevard was given 3 health code violations on separate occasions. The inspectors finding mouse droppings every time, along with other infractions. The case now heads to the state Supreme Court for a verdict to see if they can keep their doors open.
An update on the drowning in Onondaga Creek. Syracuse police have identified the victim as 39-year-old Zachariah Duffy. Syracuse police say a county sheriff's office deputy found Duffy in the creek early Sunday morning.
They also say Duffy was homeless and staying under the bridge between Gifford and West Onondaga streets. No word yet on how he managed to drown.
Staying at the lake, Onondaga County has been fined for releasing over 36 million gallons of sewage into the water. The county is being charged $100,000 for the spill, stemming from a 50-year-old section of the sewage pipe.
This is the second time in 5 years the Department of Environmental Conservation has fined the county for releasing sewage. The county pledged to replace the pipeline in 2018.
Governor Kathy Hochul has announced a statewide burn ban. The ban will prohibit outdoor fires, uncontaminated campfires, and open cooking fires. Backyard fire pits must also be regulated. The ban comes in the wake of the Hudson River Valley wildfires, with increased fire risk and statewide drought warnings. It will be in effect until the end of the month, with dry weather expected to continue for the rest of the week. Residents are advised to heed the state precautions.
Governor Hochul is sending a message to senior executives at Amtrak today. The governor urged the train giant to reconsider cuts they're planning to make to Empire Service, which services 2 million passengers in New York every year. Hochul maintained her support for the maintenance work while emphasizing the importance of the line and searching for viable alternatives to ease concerns of constituents. Coming up on News Live at 6, a presidential visit between the current, former, and incoming. What this means for the transition of power.
Plus, Congress has appointed a new Senate Majority Leader. Who they are after the break.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Dillon Brendle, Cora Mayer-Costa, and Spencer Congel. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump met in the Oval Office today. Biden spoke, first promising a smooth transition to make sure Trump's team was accommodated.
Trump thanked the president, saying politics in many cases is not a nice world, but that it's a nice world today. First Lady Jill Biden also handed Trump an envelope of congratulations for Melania Trump. Vice President Harris did not attend the meeting.
The latest now on the United States Senate has a new majority leader. Following the Republican takeover of the Senate, John Thune will be the next majority leader. Thune, who represents South Dakota, has been a senator since 2004.
In the second round of voting, Thune beat out Texas Senator John Cornyn and Florida Senator Rick Scott. Scott was the top choice for many Trump allies, but Trump didn't formally endorse a candidate for the role.
New today on some additional Trump appointments, the president-elect choosing Representative Matt Gaetz to appoint to Attorney General and Tulsi Gabbard to Director of National Intelligence.
Another appointment Trump made has reportedly stunned the Pentagon, Trump selecting Fox News host Pete Hegseth as his defense secretary. The defense community is concerned about Hegseth's lack of experience as he prepares to lead the world's largest military.
We now know Elon Musk's role in the Trump administration. Trump and Musk shared last night they would be creating the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE.
You probably recognize Doge from Dogecoin, one of the cryptocurrencies Musk has promoted over the years. In a post on X, Musk promised to share all of the department's actions online for full transparency. He also promised to take X users' feedback into consideration and create a leaderboard of the, quote, most insanely dumb spending of your tax dollars.
Coming up on News Live at 6, I'll have your full 5-day forecast and a look at when snow may be coming to Syracuse this November. Stick with us.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Our 5-day forecast is looking a little bit warmer than today. At the very least, we've got highs in the 50-degree temperatures here. Today wasn't quite that warm, but we are still seeing some lows in the 30 degrees. The highest low that we see in the next few days is 40 degrees. So definitely some cold temperatures on the horizon. A little bit of rain on Sunday and Monday, but no snow just yet. But the snow is coming. So let's take a look at our month of November here. So far, there have been quite a few days that have been cold enough for there to be snow. Each of these days with the little thermometer is a day that snow was possible, but as I'm sure you're aware, we haven't seen any snow yet, especially today and yesterday was definitely cold enough to see some snow. Like I said, outside, I did see some ice this morning on the ground, so it's definitely possible, but not quite yet. Now, we could see the rest of this week. There are going to be a few more days where snow is possible, and that kind of is the limit of how much we're able to forecast for temperatures. But it is likely that we will have snow starting here in the next couple weeks, likely over Thanksgiving break, or maybe just in time for the end of Thanksgiving break, after Thanksgiving, when all of our wonderful Syracuse students are back on campus and they can see a little bit of snow in November. That's the most likely time that we're going to see some snow right here, end of November, when snow season starts. A little later than usual, but you know, still same month, not too late, not too early. Now, that's all I've got for weather for now. Dillon?
Spencer, thank you. Yeah, the first snow is fun, but I'm not sure I'm ready to trudge through it just quite yet. Let's take a look at our Wednesday stock check as investors await key economic data. Sorry, we're not going to that yet. We have the Dow Jones is just under that, around 47 points ahead of the consumer price index inflation reports release. The S&P 500 is up about 8 points today. The NASDAQ is down about 0.25% or 50 points.
To the biggest movers today as Monolithic Power Systems falls almost 7%, sitting just above $600 a share as their company merge is at risk. Supermicro Computer is down 6% at just over $20 as they sit at risk of removal from the S&P. Grail Incorporated is up 5.5%, sitting at just under $16 after their Q3 revenue of their cancer detection test surged.
Sports betting has been growing rapidly around the nation as new laws and regulations pass. But our Dillon Augustine is in studio on how it's impacting the campus community. Hey, Dillon.
Thanks, Dillon. Sport betting companies have been cashing in on recent law changes, and college campuses have been a major jackpot. Check it out. Sport betting is on the rise among college students, and the University of Central Florida studies are showing that 1 in 4 students have placed a bet in the past year. And while it may seem like a fun way to engage with sports, there are both pros and cons to consider.
I think sports gambling is really fun. I think it makes these games that we don't necessarily care about, it makes them fun. It makes watching games with friends more engaging. Sports gambling is just energizing. It gives me a boost of energy. It definitely feeds that dopamine boost in my brain every time you hit the green button.
Sports betting can add excitement to watching games, and for some students, it provides a social activity that brings friends together, with the potential reward of winning financially. However, experts warn about the risks associated with betting, and many students underestimate the potential of addiction.
While at first it might seem fun, you know, like I was saying, getting together with friends in a social environment, maybe making a few dollars, it could quickly, you quickly come up with some large debt.
There are significant financial risks involved that can lead to debt or neglect academic responsibilities and strain relationships. Health experts highlight that betting can easily become a hidden issue and harder to detect than other addictive behaviors.
No, I don't think they're fully aware of it. I mean, maybe some have already lived through an experience where they, decided that it's not worth it. It's not advertised that there's any negatives to it. It's advertised as a social, fun way to earn money.
If you're considering sports betting, stay mindful of the risks and seek help if you notice negative impacts. Support can be found through resources like the National Council on Problem Gambling or Gamblers Anonymous. Reporting in studio, I'm Dillon Augustine, and speaking of sports, Sean, guys, what's ahead?
Yeah, guys, one team I don't want to bet on right now, Syracuse men's basketball. Sean, what's ahead?
That's right, Dillon. Syracuse men's basketball squeaked by another weak opponent in the Dome. Find out why the game was so close after the break.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Syracuse is known as a college basketball school, but lately it really hasn't been feeling like it. Welcome into sports. I'm Sean Dempsey. The era of Jim Boeheim is over, and Adrian Autry has some tough shoes to fill. Unfortunately for SU, the start to this season is a little rocky. A 4-point win over Lemoyne last week, and last night Syracuse snuck by Colgate 74-72. After the game, Cuse head coach Adrian Autry said toughness on defense might be SU's problem.
All right. But at the end of the day, you know, where we didn't do a good job of was transition defense, right? They got 22 points in transition defense. That's where we didn't do a good job at.
The Raiders shot around 37% from three-point land in this one, but hey, a win is a win for the Cuse. Syracuse's next matchup is at home on Saturday against Youngstown State. The Penguins only average 63 points per game, so should be an easier matchup for the Orange. Tip-off in the Dome is set for 1 o'clock. And sticking on the hardwood, the Knicks took down the 76ers last night 111-99. Leading the way for New York was Karl Anthony Towns. He finished with 21 points and 13 rebounds. The big man even added 2 3-pointers in there as well. Philadelphia's Joel Embiid's season debut wasn't a problem at all for New York. The Knicks held the former MVP to just 13 points and 3 rebounds. New York now sits at 5-5 on the season. The Knicks return back to MSG tonight for a matchup against the Bulls. Tune into that one at 7:30. And every other week, it feels like I'm standing here telling you about something disappointing when it comes to the Giants. And I hate to say it, but nothing has changed. This past weekend, the G-Men took on the Panthers in Germany and came up short in overtime 20-17. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones did, well, what he has been doing all season long. 190 yards and 2 interceptions. The deciding factor in this one, though, was a crucial fumble in overtime by running back Tyron Tracy Jr. Big Blue sits with this tough loss for an extra week as the Giants have a bye this upcoming weekend. Things aren't much brighter for the Giants' neighbors in the opposing locker room of MetLife Stadium. The Jets were destroyed by the Cardinals 31-6 on Sunday. The firing of head coach Robert Saleh didn't make much of a difference at all. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers threw for only 150 passing yards and no touchdowns. Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray had a field day against the Jets defense, rushing for 2 touchdowns himself, which is pretty incredible. The Jets return home to take on Anthony Richardson, and the Colts kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Guys?
Now, Sean, let's stick with football. So head coach Fran Brown for Syracuse says that he doesn't shower. What's up with that?
It's a superstition that he says he has to stick to. I thought it was a bit absurd. It was all over ESPN. It was a very interesting statement, to say the least. Yeah, I don't know. It's a superstition, I guess.
It's very odd.
Very, very odd indeed.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can get on board with that one. Stay clean, people. Yeah. Hey, one last look at your weather when we come back.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Tomorrow when you wake up, temperatures are going to be pretty chilly, just like they were this morning, though a tiny bit warmer, 35 degrees at 8 a.m. And we're going to get all the way up to 48 degrees at our high tomorrow. It will be mostly cloudy throughout the day, so not quite as nice and sunny as it was today, but still definitely pretty cold outside. It might even feel a little bit colder because we won't have that sun to warm us up a little bit tomorrow.
Spencer, thank you. Today is World Kindness Day, and Hendricks Chapel celebrated by spreading an important message: be kind.
That's right. They handed out these free t-shirts and stickers today in front of the chapel and offered some ways to spread kindness today. They suggested asking someone how they're doing, giving a compliment, striking up a conversation with someone standing alone, and more.
Yeah, these are the shirts. I think they're kind of cool.
I think, black goes with everything, so I think it's really perfect. I mean, what is one act of kindness you guys did today?
You want me to go first?
Yes,
all right, so this actually just happened recently. Someone asked me where Panda Express was in the China Student Center, and I directed them to Panda Express.
What a hero.
It's really the least I can do. It's really the least I can do.
What about you, Spencer?
Well, usually in day-to-day, I make fun of our news director, Brandon Myers, but today I decided to be kind, and I didn't do that.
Wow.
How
That's
nice
a big
of you.
deal.
Yeah, I know. He got a lot of respect today from me, that's for sure.
What a hero. I was helping out our friend Ronnie Perillo, fellow WEN News team member this morning, helping him with a story today. It was so much fun. I hope you guys get to see it soon.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh. I just fixed a speaker here in Citrus TV. So for the greater good of the community.
We got a handyman here. How about that? But hey, that's Citrus TV News Live at 6 for this Wednesday.
Don't forget to follow us on our socials on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Cora Mayer-Costa.
I'm Dillon Brendle. Have a great night, Syracuse.